What is up, guys? Thank you for checking out another GuidoStackin video. Today we're going to be talking about EVs, electric vehicles, and what it means for precious metals. The EV market is set to explode in 2021. 2020 was a massive year for Tesla. Tesla was one of the big winners. Even though a lot of experts kept saying not to buy Tesla stock, I kept buying it and buying it and buying it, and I ended up making a decent amount of money off of Tesla. They had a great year in 2020. This year, they've slowed down a little bit. They got a lot of competition coming in. But what does it mean for precious metals? So if you look at how much precious metal actually goes into these electric vehicles, you'll notice that there's one metal that is being used a lot in them, and that metal is copper. In 2020, Tesla produced almost 500,000 cars. For every car that they made, there was 185 pounds of copper into each car. And now we have GM, we got Ford, Volkswagen, all these different brands are starting to get into the electric vehicle sector, which is a massive sector. And they're going to start producing their own electric cars. Now, competition is going to get tight, but nonetheless, there's metals that need to go into these cars. And that metal is copper. Like I said, 185 pounds per car. Per Tesla on the road, there's 185 pounds. On top of that, we have lithium. We have zinc. A lot of people that are playing the EV market, there's different ways to play it. I personally, besides lithium and zinc, I really like copper. And I mentioned this almost a year ago, that copper was starting to go up. And let's be honest, to stack copper is pretty much impossible. For it to be feasible, for it to be worthwhile, it's impossible. I always mention that you gotta eventually start adding gold into your stack because silver becomes so cumbersome. There's so much silver, so heavy, so much space. Now imagine copper. It is just not feasible to stack copper. On top of that, forget the volume, forget the space it takes. What about the premium? If you go to buy physical copper bullion, the premium is insane on most of it. So I have for you guys a play that could be a very sneaky play in 2021. This is a nice hold, a nice buy in my opinion, and that is Phoenix Gold, lithium, zinc, copper. Those are things that they are going to be producing and putting out into the market in order to be used in these EV vehicles. We have Volkswagen, GM, and Ford coming into the market. And then you also have the Chinese companies like NIO that are making their own electric vehicles. The EV market is going to be huge. Huge. I'm telling you right now. They are going to be massive. And there's a massive amount of metals that are going into these new cars. Now, I understand that a lot of you guys are not the aggressive type of investor. That's fine. This is a little bit of an aggressive play. But you know what? Precious metals and cash, for that matter, are both defensive investments. So they are defensive. You're not going to really make a lot of money unless they go up. They're mostly defensive. If you want to make money and go on the offense, then I think this is one of the best plays because you get copper into your portfolio in an affordable way, in a way that it's in paper form, so you don't have to deal with all the burden of having 500 ounces of copper in your house. Now, my portfolio is lined with a bunch of different mining stocks and these lithium stocks and ETFs, and I have absolutely no problem continuing to buy these. I want a variety of these stocks because you just never know which one is going to pop. And Phoenix Gold Corp is one of those that has been in circulation. I've actually had Phoenix Gold for a long time. I've held it for a while, actually. I still have it to this day. And I think it's one of those plays that would be really good in your portfolio. What happens is, a lot of times, the EV market's the same, pretty much. If Tesla starts going up, NIO starts going up, that's just how it is. If lithium starts going up, the lithium ETFs are going to go up. All the lithium stocks are going to go up. You got a couple companies in Chile that mine lithium, and those go up. They all go in unison. And this is a very affordable stock in Phoenix Gold. It's sitting around 40 cents a share. So you could put a nice amount in there and get a hefty amount of shares back. So I like the play, and there's a lot of good news coming out of Phoenix Gold as well. So I definitely would check them out. But what I also like about it is that you're getting the lithium, you're getting the zinc along with it. So it's not just about the copper. And it's funny because one of the things that Warren Buffett says is to always go against the grain. So basically do the opposite of what everybody's doing. And it's pretty funny because I actually did exactly what he said to him. So back in 2020, I don't know if you guys remember, but Warren Buffett backed out of the airline stocks. And it took a massive hit when he did this. The stocks just completely crashed, all of them. And instead of staying away from it, I ended up putting a lot of money into a variety of airline stocks. So I did the complete opposite of what everybody else was doing. And let's just say it ended up paying dividends in the end. This is almost like that scenario. There's not a whole lot of people. Copper is one of the most underrated metals there is. Now, I know that copper is plentiful. We're probably never going to run out of copper. But the truth of the matter is, there's money to be made in that market regardless. People still have to mine it. People still have to refine it. They have to salvage it. And it's being used. So the market it's there. The value is there. Even though it's not as precious as silver or gold. However, even with that being said, copper was one of the best performing metals last year. And it's still nearing its all-time high. It's up 100% in less than a year. So it's doubled in price in less than a year. And it's funny because in another video, I mentioned that no matter what you bought back in March 2020, you would have made money. And one of the examples I used was copper. So, and then on top of that, we have zinc. Zinc prices are up 50% in the past year. And there's still room to go. They're 33% below the highs in 2017. So with all that being said, there's room to run. If you look back, let's use platinum as an example here. Look what the car market has done for platinum. Look what it's done for palladium. Massive, right? Both ways for platinum. It's been devastating and it's been money making, right? Platinum was over $2,000 at one point. Let's not forget that. Not too long ago. And now look where it's at. So that is the strength of when a commodity is being put into the production of a car. It has a lot of pull. It does. It really does. So now we have Phoenix Gold Resources Corp. I'm going to put the ticker in the description. I'm going to put it on the screen somewhere too. Make sure you check it out. See what they've done in the past. There's a lot of big news coming out from them. They've actually just acquired a past mine in Newfoundland. And they're going to be pumping out some more copper, some more zinc, more everything, basically. Everything the EV market needs, they're going to be pumping out. And it's actually a really big acquisition. You can also check that out on their website. I'll put a link in the description as well if you want to check that out. As you guys know, whenever you're buying stocks, doesn't matter what it is, nothing's guaranteed. But definitely, I do suggest at least checking them out. You probably already heard of them. I'm probably not really telling you much other than the information on the electric vehicles, maybe some of the things you didn't know about them. But what I can tell you right now is 2021 is going to be a big year for the electric vehicle sector. I'm telling you. There's just too many car brands getting involved for it not to be a highly competitive market, and that's only going to bring business to these mining companies and these battery companies and these computer chip companies. So I am buying a bunch of them to capitalize on them going to war with each other. If you want the links to read more on Phoenix Gold Resources Corp, they're all in the description. Like I mentioned, you can read all about them. Check out their newest acquisition, which I think is going to be a big, big thing in the near future. And let me know what you think down in the comments. I really appreciate you guys watching. I invite you to like the video and subscribe for more videos on all things precious metals. And I will talk to you guys later.